Welcome, Crusaders, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. So last time we made it through what I think was the end of the tutorial level, and we made it to Neathholm, which these guys are called the Neathers, right? So it's like the home of the Neathers. We've got people here. The journal said we need to visit the village of our new acquaintances, so I'm kind of assuming that's what this is here. Got a mongrel. Lon and Wenduag are always dragging back trash from the caves. No offense. Alright, who's the one called a mongrel? Oh, and when I was looking back, or looking through the last video, I noticed this little thing here. This is where we can see our horse. So we can finally level them up, I guess, and I think we can give them a name. I did this once, I know, when I was trying things out. Okay, we need to choose a class for them. I think we just want our companion here to be our bulwark. Companion with the sturdiest skin who can endure incredible amounts of suffering are called bulwarks. That's what they're going to be. What are details here? High fortitude, low will, high reflex. We got light barding, proficiency, and sturdy with bulwark. Okay. So eventually they'll pick up evasion, devotion, multi-attack, medium barding, and improved evasion. Okay. All right, then they get some skill points. So I think with our main character, we're kind of going mobility and lore religion, perception, and persuasion. So actually, that would kind of make sense here to put their points into athletics. And then maybe just perception. Probably doesn't matter a whole lot here for them. So we're going to get medium barding automatically. So probably doesn't make sense to take that now. So I see some of these feats for the mount have an intelligence prerequisite. So I don't know, eventually maybe are we gonna get some, is that, yeah, that must be their intelligence. Are we gonna get some ability points at some point? If we could take something to get their will up, that might be the best thing to do. So can we take, yeah, like Iron Will? Let's do that. Okay, since we're kind of basing this character off of Bishop Hechmund from the Vikings TV show, we're going to call our horse Saxon, since Hechmund was one of the Saxons in the show. And wow, birthday for our horse companion, I don't know. Just kind of random there. December 9th. And that's it. Good. All right. So we can put him back down in here then. Okay, let's head on in here. We've got lots of mongrels. Are they all going to just insult us more if we try to talk to them? Okay, we got something happening here. Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white eyeless fish. Oh, gutting eyeless fish. While others are repairing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. Chief Soul. A heavy-set, aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way toward you. The hair on his head grows limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders, end times are upon us indeed. Chief Soul, we found the angel's sword. I'm disappointed that we're already reading their dialogue for them. I would have liked a little bit more of the voice acting, but it's fine. We found the one who can wield it. Lon points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can go save them. Soul raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Ah, Lon, always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Soul eyes you up and down. An uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lon trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lon? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Dialogue options restricted by mythic paths. Throughout the game, you will occasionally encounter colored options marked as associated with a specific mythic path. These are dialogue branches that embody the spirit of a particular manifestation of mythic powers. In the earlier stages of the game, these options must be selected in order to gain the opportunity to set out on the corresponding mythic path. Once your mythic path is set, unique alternatives inaccessible to other mythic paths will become available to you. Okay, so basically they're saying we need, if we're at all interested in going down the angel mythic path, we need to select this option. Lon speaks the truth. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare transfixed. The light is bright but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep. Soul is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came. Back from the dead, he came to save our children. Lon gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. Wenduog hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women? Their blood will be on your hands. We have the blessing of the angels. We will survive and help the young tribesmen. Yeah, we're all in on our heavenly support here. Idiot. You see a bright light and now you think even the maze is no match for you? Lon, you always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least, but one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Lon, but we're Neathers. We're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes, but they will all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lon, wait, Uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. Lon sighs. All right, Chief, understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Wenduog only grits her teeth in silence. We leveled up. Nice. Cool. All right. Let's get everybody leveled up before we move on. Okay, so we pick up Cunning Initiative. We add our Wisdom modifier on initiative checks in addition to our Dex modifier. I'm going to keep putting some in mobility for him because we've got some feats related to our mounted combat that require some mobility. So we're going to keep going there. Okay, and then I think we're going to pick up magic weapon to give us, we've got the divine favor already. We'll pick up the magic weapon to give us another bonus on attack and damage rolls. Between that, bless, and divine favor, all of that's going to be getting our attack up a little bit. And that does it for him. Did Saxon level up? Yeah, he did. Okay, then as far as our companions, it's a little bit difficult because I have no idea where we're going as far as who's going to be in this party, how we want to build these people. This is where, like, the first playthrough of this becomes more difficult because I don't know what to expect. My thinking was we can kind of fit our Huntsmaster into about any group, and we may even do some shuffling in of the other companions just for some variety and a chance to have different people in our party. But I'm guessing eventually we'll want to settle on kind of a group that we're comfortable with. For now, I guess we'll try to level these up as best we can until we get a feel for what we're doing. And we do have the option to retrain. We're playing on hard or core difficulty, but we did turn on retraining, so we don't have to worry a whole lot about screwing this up too badly. Okay, I think at least for now we'll go the knowledge world for her, and then some perceptions, and she is going to be out in front. Hopefully she can detect some of those traps and things that we want to see before we walk into them, and then use magic device. Maybe she'll have a chance to use some scrolls. That's it for her. So then Camellia, our shaman spirit hunter, she gets, oh, okay, so I guess at level 1 she doesn't actually start out with the hex ability, or is this just additions to it? The shaman learns a number of magical tricks called hexes, which grant her powers or weaken foes. Using a hex is a standard action that doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity unless otherwise noted. Ameliorating Aura of Purity, chant Draconic Resilience, Evil Eye. So it looks like we definitely want to probably keep bumping up her trickery here. My goodness. Plus 13. I don't know how many skill points Wendwog's going to be getting, but she's probably going to be the lower nature and the stealth person, maybe, if she ends up being in our party. That's the thing. Maybe since she's going with the trickery, we just go the stealth there too for her. She doesn't get a lot of skill points. Trickery is going to be the main one. I guess we could just go perception. I didn't really use stealth very much in Kingmaker. It seemed kind of pointless a lot of the time. I think we'll go with the trickery and perception for her. Okay, so the hex. Ameliorating. The shaman can touch a creature to protect it from negative conditions and suppress their effects. The shaman chooses one of the following conditions each time she uses this hex: dazzled, fatigued, shaken, or sickened. If the target is afflicted with the chosen condition, that condition is suppressed for a number of minutes equal to the shaman's level. Aura of purity. Diseases, inhaled poisons, and noxious gaseous effects are negated in a 10-foot aura around the shaman for a number of minutes equal to her level. Battle Master. Extra attack of opportunity each round. Battle Ward. The shaman touches a willing creature and grants a battle ward. The next time a foe makes an attack roll against the target, the ward activates and grants +3 deflection bonus to the warded creature's AC. I think my goal here, or my plan was to try to focus on the buffs, particularly the ones that last a while, with the goal in mind of doing more real timing of things. We can get buffs on and then let people go and not have to manage a bunch of spell casting in the middle of battle. So maybe Battle Ward would be a good one to pick up here at the start. Let's chant. Draconic Resilience, immune to magical sleep effects. Evil Eye. Fortune. Fury. The other thing is we could focus on healing with her. I'm guessing maybe we'll pick up another cleric at some point. Also, we've got our main character is going to be able to do some healing. I don't want to focus on that a lot with him though. That may actually be the best thing to take here at the beginning, is the healing. Ice Plant. These hexes are pretty cool. It'll be cool to see where these go. Misfortune Nails. Protective Luck. Ward. +2 deflection bonus to AC and a +2 resistance bonus on saving throws. The ward lasts until the warded creature is hit or fails a saving throw. Okay. I could see either taking that here or Battle Ward. Are those the same? +3 deflection bonus. And then it reduces as they're hit. Versus Ward is a +2 deflection bonus. Plus the saving throw bonus. I think we're going to take Battle Ward. Okay, we got her leveled up. And Lawn here. Zen Archer. Way of the Bow. Zen Archer gains weapon focus as a bonus feat with one type of bow. Zen Archer bonus feat. Okay. Okay, let's go Lore Nature. And Perception. And I guess Mobility. We could go Stealth with him. He's gonna have... Oh, we can actually... We'll go 2 here in Lore Nature. And then the 1 in Perception. Okay, and then I think it's probably a no-brainer. We want to pick up Precise Shot for him if he's going to be using a bow. Longbow or shortbow? I guess. I think we go longbow. Okay, that takes care of him. Which leaves Wendwag. All right, then for her, we'll take the stealth. And right now we don't have anybody with the knowledge arcana. Maybe we'll pick somebody else up for that, hopefully, because nobody has much of an int score so far here. So maybe we'll just go perception again with her too. All right. I could kind of see her being like a 2-weapon fighter. That might be cool. If we do keep her around, maybe a 2-weapon fighting would be cool. That would kind of go if she's got all those extra arms. We could put an extra weapon in one of those arms. That'd be cool. All right, that's what we're doing. We got everybody leveled up. We can see what else we've got going on. Oh, we can see the whole map here now. We've got hut for resting, and Anevia's over there. Okay. It's really cool that we can name our pets in this game. In Kingmaker, we just had leopard, and never came up with a better thing to call him. So he was just leopard the whole time, never got a name. How do we get down here? Is that back here? Oh, we've got another cutscene. Horgus Worm. Ah, human face at last. And there I thought that I'd be gazing upon the twisted visages of these troglodytes for the rest of my life. An elderly man, an expensive... He's the one that was pretty rude to us outside in the city celebration before everything fell down. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gwyrm. Yes, that's Gwyrm. You know that Gwyrm. You no doubt have heard of me if you've spent any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition for you. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived in the city then. You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived and the city's been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men of Incanabris. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Gwyrm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city. I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? You have Horgus Gwyrm to thank for that. We did have a good drink. How did you end up here? For a moment, Horgus's eyes focus on Camellia before his gaze returns to you. Like everyone else, down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings and instead came across hunters from this settlement. Although I must say that when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes. But they turned out to be decent chaps, frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. You don't speak very kindly of the mongrels, even though they saved your life. Pah! Kind words are for people with hours to fritter away on pleasantries. Horgus Gwyrm speaks his mind, and he pays for services rendered not with kind words, but with hard coin. I gave the mongrels my dagger in exchange for their help. Its handle is worth more than their whole village. What kind of business proposition do you have? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I am determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. I'm a moderately pious man, and I don't mind relying on the help of a person who has the favor of the gods, especially with so many demons lurking about. You are strong, it will be no trouble to you. But I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves, playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. Camellia, I suggest we help this man. It is good to have friends among the Canabras elite. I am a crusader, not some mercenary. Keep your money. I don't need payment to see you safely to the surface. Gorm, and I thank Abadar am not some beggar seeking charity. If I told you I'll pay you 1,000, that means I'll pay 1,000. Deal. Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here in the village. All right. Go on. Don't forget our agreement. When you find the way out, be sure to tell me. Power twists and warps all who possesses it. Once a person becomes accustomed to a special... Yep, and away it goes. Once a person becomes accustomed to a special position in society, they develop a condescending attitude to others. This attitude remains even when society itself crumbles around them. Horgus Gorm, a man blessed by noble birth and no small amount of superiority, has found himself in unusual circumstances. He persists in clinging to his riches and power even as their value dwindles with every passing minute. Horgus Gorm's first priority is finding a way to the surface. He is willing to pay generously for a guide and hire the finest bodyguards money can buy. Unfortunately for Horgus, the best bodyguards are not in the vicinity. So let's continue making our way. Let's see, I was trying to get down over here. I guess we came in from down here, and then we had... Did we have a cutscene that like warped us up there kind of? So we didn't get the chance to walk over here, did we? Here's Anivia. Sitting there talking to Horgus. First aid kit. A set of basic medicines essential for using the treat affliction ability consumed when used. Okay. That's something new. Treat affliction. You need a first aid kit to use this. Tend to a single diseased or poisoned character. Okay. So what does that use up the first aid kit then? There's a single use item. Let's see. Let's talk to Anivia. Oh, Horgus. We wanted to talk to Anivia here. This tragedy may not have happened if you'd spent less time surveilling honest citizens and more time tracking the real spies and demon worshippers. Brilliant idea. How come I didn't think of it? Now if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists. Then we wouldn't have to waste time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. Horgus and Anivia sit some distance apart, sniping at one another in an idle fashion that testifies to their long acquaintance and mutual dislike. When they notice you, they quickly fall silent. What's the bad blood between you two? It's an old matter. Ms. Tirabade here had the notion of spying on me, then of rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a cultist? Humph. Anivia. Cultists don't tend to look like cultists, you know. That's kind of the whole problem. And you, Mr. Gorm, built a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yeah, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all that rigmarole with middlemen was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the crusade? Don't you see, I have a reputation to uphold, one that I value most highly. Horgus Gorm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see that its defenders, my defenders, were well-fed, healthy, and well-armed. But to make those donations openly was unthinkable. I might as well hang a sign outside my door welcoming in every sponger, leech, and parasite in the city. I appreciate your help for the crusade. No jokes, you're an all-right bloke. But carrying on secret dealings in a city that's teeming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us lot whose job it is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. How's the leg, Anivia? Anivia scrunches up her nose. Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They've bandaged me up all nice and smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said wait a day and I'll be right as rain, so I'm waiting. What do you think is happening in the city now? Gorm, perhaps the city is no more. If Daskari himself appeared, there's no telling how bad things are. Can you hold off on writing our obituaries just yet? The city's full of fighters, and besides that, it's barely a stone's throw from Neathholm. I think our people will hold on long enough for reinforcements to come from the Queen. This ain't Daskari's home turf. He is going to have to retreat or else fight off the whole Mendevian army. Neathholm is the capital of the Crusader state of Mendev. Neathholm is designed first and foremost as a defensive fortification to hold back the endless demonic hordes of the Worldwound. Neathholm is also a holy city of Iomede. Many of its notable residents are devout worshippers of Iomede, including Queen Galfrey, the ruler of Mendev. The cruciform cathedral to Iomede is central to both Neathholm's physical structure and the defense of the city. The cathedral also draws faithful pilgrims from afar to worship at this renowned holy site. What do you think of the mongrels? Gorm, I thought they were just a story, the sort of thing drunks in the tavern would come out with. Now I discover that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? The poor creatures are most unfortunate, with their faces and their minds so deformed. It's a miracle they're even alive. Anivia, the part that boggles my mind is that they're the descendants of the first Crusaders. All these years, they've been living beneath our feet in caves in the dirt. If I'd known the legends about them were true, I'd have dedicated my life to getting them out of this place. To what end? The people of Canabris would have stoned them on sight, and Prelate Holrun would have had them tossed on the pyre en masse. Whatever the ills of this place, it is their home. How long do you think they would have survived on the surface? What are you going to do when you get back to the surface? I'm going to go home. Last I knew, I owned a very fine mansion. I shall see if it's still standing or if I am now homeless. I'm going to find Irabeth. She's my wife and the leader of the Eagle Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Canabris to fall. Okay. Go then, and don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier we are to find some people still alive up there. Take care of yourself. Okay, we've got Dyra here. Oh, she must be a merchant. You there. A tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling smiles broadly at you, showing off her double row of small, sharp teeth. You, from the surface. You must be tough. To make it all the way here, never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dyra. Let's trade. Who are you? The people around here call me all sorts. Dyra the Hoarder, Dyra the Coin, Dyra the City Girl. Like that's a bad thing. Haha. I trawl the caves, picking up all kinds of things from the surface that wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best finds for coins. Got no coins? Forget what money is? Well, then I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay for them with gold, like city folk. Why are you so eager to trade with me? Because all the people here are no better than animals now. Dyra yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues, Our forefathers lived in the city like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, crusades. But I couldn't care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. They've all forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plant roots and go on about the feats of the Crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need help remembering. I have coins and I have things to sell. Now let's trade like proper city folk. All right. She does have some weapons. If we are going to turn or make a Wenduog a 2-weapon fighter, we probably need some weapons for her. Got some armor for sale, some bracers. We only have a little bit of gold here. Oh yeah, we've got a new bulk selling thing here we need to check out. Purifying solution. Clean and safely consume any food in the corrupted wastelands of the world. Is that like a camping kind of thing? Magical substance needed to clean and safely consume any food in the corrupted wastelands. Mutated fish. Cooking ingredient. You can use it to cook something while resting. Okay, I wonder if is this the kind of thing we need? Like one for each person, I wonder? It's only 10. Like, I don't know. Let's buy some of those and like a fish. Okay, she only had one fish. I'm tempted just to buy all these out if it is like a thing we're gonna need. Let's buy a few of those, and then I want to look at... Oh, cool. So just... That bumps everything over here like that. What's this? Okay. That's the same as Kingmaker. We had the button here to offer that kind of stuff. Got some sorting options. Oh, we have a search. Oh, wow. I would have killed to get a search bar up there in Kingmaker. Okay. Cool. So we are carrying around some weapons. To figure out what we want to put on people. I don't really want to be buying weapons at this point. We should have potions, health potions. That's probably what we need to buy. Probably going to be needing plenty of those. Yeah, maybe we just need to spend all of our money on that. Yeah, the only thing I wasn't sure about was these things. Purifying solution. Okay, this first aid kit it put in here. I'm still not sure if that's something we have to use. Cold iron ammo. The owner of this quiver can use it to shoot 20 units of cold iron ammunition. It's only 40 gold. We'd buy that and give it to Lon. I'm never gonna know what this stuff is unless I try it out. We might as let's buy that. And then maybe we just spend the rest of our gold here on more health potions. All right. And let's take a moment. Let's look at this stuff. So we're gonna go 2-weapon fighting Wenduog. What would be cool for that? Okay, so I was looking at the 2-weapon fighting feat. It looks like we want to probably have a light weapon in her offhand. So maybe like, do we have any daggers? Got that masterwork dagger. And then maybe throw like this flail in her other hand. All right, she's got a flail and a dagger for now at least. And then Lon, so this quiver of cold iron ammo, that just goes in here. I guess we can shoot from that 20 times, it looks like. Okay, well, we're needing to find a place to rest. I know that's our objective here. It's taken us a while to get through this place. We're running into distractions. Oh, here's where we can rest. Okay. Probably maybe should read this. This resting might be different. I don't think we have the same like camping mechanic as we did in Kingmaker. Not quite ready to rest yet though. See what else is over here. The one thing that's different about being able to rotate our camera is it makes it easier to lose our bearings on the map. Like to know what direction we're facing. That will take a little getting used to. Okay, let's go ahead and rest here. Yeah, I figured we'd have a cutscene or something after this. The messenger returned. The tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people have already gone there. I've warned Anivia and that old guy, who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time, there's no rush. The most important people always show up late. Lon looks around. Everything's going to plan, but one thing's bothering me. Wenduog's gone. Oh, okay. All the tribes are here, so a whole army is marching on the maze then? By mongrel standards, yes. But don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer still who can do any damage with one. What do you think happened to Wenduog? She probably didn't like our decision here. Lon shakes his head. I don't know. She was always stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. I hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her, and she'll struggle without us, no matter how hard she'd try to deny it. What about Anivia and Horgus? Are we just going to leave them here? Once we've cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anivia's in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out a red carpet all the way to the exit. Still, are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? Lon nods. There was another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left and then came back. The chief, back then, he found it and filled it in, to stop anybody else going against the ancestors' wishes. And what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We can only go forward. There were other passages, but they're far from here. And with all these earthquakes, who knows what condition they're in now. So our best bet is the maze. If it doesn't lead anywhere, then we can consider our next move. The first thing I see when I wake up is your hideous face. No, that would have been Cain in Pathfinder, but that is not Zeke here. Let's go. There's no time to lose. Let's go, but before we do, thank you. I was so happy. I forgot to thank you before, but you've done something no one else has in a long time. You've given the mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we're worth something, now that we have the power of the angels on our side. Lon's face grows sullen. It won't change anything, of course, but at least you'll help us save the young ones, hopefully. I wonder, like, if that choice kind of between Wenduog and Lon, like, do we only have the opportunity to get one of them in our party, maybe, based on our decision right here at the get-go? Let's go through the main gate. The straight road is the shortest. Storm the shield maze. The mongrels are ready to storm the shield maze to get back their children. A laudable plan, but one which will likely require assistance if it is to succeed. We don't see anything here anymore about... Oh, what's this? The last chapter to complete the quest, or it will fail afterward. Is this like a timer? So now we've got an exit here to the maze. We missed one more piece of loot down there, so let's go grab that. All right, well, we spent a lot of time here in Neathholm talking to people and kind of getting our bearings on things. Oh, what do you got going there, Lon? Little Tai Chi? right behind Saxon there. You might want to adjust a little bit for that. Thanks a lot for being here. I really appreciate it. Next time we'll head into the maze, it looks like, and maybe get into a little more action. But I really appreciate you being here with me, and I hope to see you again here next time. Bye-bye.